Hi, I've got another Fruitluck coming up on Tuesday. What's that, 4th of December. So if you're around in Glasgow, then there's a meetup group, meetup.com, and I've got a group on 30 bananas a day as well. All Glas vegans, and what else? That's about it so far. I'll maybe put up some posters and stuff like that, fruit shops and all this. So quite looking forward to the Bill's coming over to stay for a few days. So me and Bill are both going down to the UK sort of 8 10 10 meetup down in London, arranged by a friend of ours, and it's yeah. So he decided he wanted to come over to up to Scotland for a wee bit, have a look around, and so he's staying with me, and he's arriving tonight from Paris, and that should be pretty good because I've not had, I've not been with any fruitarians or fruit eaters in about since like the festival really, which was in August, and uh, it's it's sort of better when you're eating with other people, I suppose. That's why I tried to start Fruitluck. It's not had a huge amount of interest so far, so we'll see how that goes. But it's on Tuesday, and it's going to be me, Bill, and Helen's going to be there as well. Helen's temporarily staying in Glasgow, so still not met any Glaswegians or people staying full time here who want to keep eating fruit and everything. So, and the other thing was, at work there's a health and well-being team, so I applied to be on that. It's like, I suppose you promote health and stuff among your colleagues and do various things like that. So I applied to be part of that team and got in, and the manager manager of the team said that my fruit eating has become legendary. That was the word she used, legendary. It's a pretty big office, I suppose, so a lot of people see that, but a lot of people still tell me about the day that I came in with like a watermelon and I was just eating a massive watermelon. So people like that. So I don't know how I'm gonna. Well, one thing I've done, I wrote them a little fruit of the season document. So it's like speaking about I'm speaking about citruses in season and persimmons, and how persimmons take a long time to ripen, and things about fruit ripeness, and you know how to get the best tasting fruit and all that. I think I spoke about dates as well because they're quite festive and popular this time of year, and pomegranates as well because we're getting a lot of those at the moment. So and they can be sort of difficult to eat. So I felt some tips on how to harvest the seeds out of them or how to eat pomegranates. So I'm not sure how far I can go with promoting the fruit diet to like colleagues and stuff. But I would like to try and give more information out about high carb, low fat kind of vegan diet for just being the best for health, you know. But it's tough trying to speak to people about food. You know, people would rather almost die than change the diet. Um, for me, the important thing is how you're feeling all the time, rather than your fitness or health, because you don't really know what level of health you're at. You know, you could have a heart attack at any time, or you could drop down dead any minute. You don't know, but you want to at least feel good or feel a sort of a sense of clarity, and that your food's not bringing you down. And I really feel that when you experiment with eating more and more fruit, you just see the difference between a meal of fruit and a meal of anything else. And with the exception of maybe like vegetables or salad or something like that, um, everything else sort of brings you down a wee bit or makes you feel a wee bit like not quite yourself for a wee while. So that's one of the best things I think about fruit diet, is you always feel it doesn't affect you in a kind of bad way, but that's also why people end up sort of struggling with that, because it doesn't give you any kind of hit or high, or it kind of gives you a sense of well-being. And if you eat a lot of bananas, like, it can make you feel really good, but uh, it's not like straight away. It's not like you put it in your mouth and you're like hit by it like other foods. So So people would think it's like boring to eat fruit and all that. I suppose it sort of is boring, but it's 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 not. It's like what we're meant to eat. So you can't just avoid that or pretend that's not the way it is. Um, I don't know. There's a lot of people that sort of say, oh, we're carnivores or omnivores or this and that. We're evolved to make make things, with our hands. We can make tools, and that's why we stand upright. And it's protein or meat or whatever that makes us brainy. A lot of people like that, and some people like this idea that or cooked food made us brainy or whatever. And it's like, oh, we couldn't get enough. We'd have to be eating all day to get enough calories from raw food. It's ridiculous. 20 bananas takes you like maybe an hour to eat if you wanted to. That 2,000 calories, that's the kind of the max, the recommended amount for a man or a woman. And banana trees have loads of bananas on them, as far as I've seen. I'm no expert, but this is ranting on a bit. But yeah, I don't know. I can't. I just goes back to my own feeling, and I go, if I was out in nature, if I was out hunting, to have any feeling to go and run after animals or catch them, or I can understand that your parents might have taught you that if you were living in conditions where there isn't enough food and everything else, you need to eat some meat and whatever. So you get taught that as part of your culture, and you become like brainwashed by it and everything. But it's not your instincts. It's not like we sort of we don't have that same instinct in terms of and meat starts to go really bad really quickly in like the hot countries where they come from. Flies will be attracted really quickly, so you need to be eating that meat like straight away, like a lion or something else. I don't know. I think it's silly when people say, "Oh, we're omnivores and our bodies show that," or something. I really don't know what they're looking at, or what part of their own thing. It's like, and you see all these things like survival programs, Bear Grylls and Ray Mears and the hunting, or putting out traps or putting out things like that. It's like, in reality, you're probably going to die. If you end up crash landing in the Arctic or the Antarctic and you're not found, you're probably going to die. You're just going to have no chance. Just, I don't know. But if you crash land in the tropical jungle, if you look at survival tropical jungle, look up that on like Google or something, and it's like, oh, there's plenty of fruit to eat. You just live on fruit. That's the instructions. Anyway, this is going on, but Fruitluck, Tuesday, 4th December. Probably by the time you see this video, it will be like months ago. But come along if you can, or join the meetup, and see you there someday. And yeah, it'll be good. Thank you, and goodbye, and see you later. Bye.